The downward dog disaster. English story, meet Sarah, a woman who decided to get fit by trying yoga for the first time. She signed up for a beginner's class at a trendy studio downtown. On day one, Sarah arrived early, ready to impress everyone with her flexibility and calmness. But as soon as the instructor said, "Let's start with the downward dog," Sarah twisted into something that looked more like a confused flamingo. Her phone buzzed in her bag. She forgot to turn it off. The ringtone, a loud, hilarious, "Who Let the Dogs Out" song. Everyone turned their heads. Sarah's face turned red, but instead of embarrassment, the whole class burst out laughing. The instructor joked, "Well, that's one way to honor the downward dog." From that moment, Sarah relaxed and just enjoyed the class. She didn't become the most flexible yogi overnight, but she did discover that laughter is the best workout for the soul. Moral: sometimes the best way to start something new is to laugh at yourself first.
The surprise pet cameo.
Jack was nervous about his first date with Sarah. To impress her, he decided to cook dinner at his place. He spent hours preparing pasta, lighting candles, and picking the perfect playlist. Just as Sarah arrived, Jack's cat, Whiskers, decided to make a surprise entrance, jumping straight onto the table and knocking over the candle. The room went dark for a split second. Sarah gasped, then burst out laughing. Jack apologized and scrambled to fix the mess. Throughout the dinner, Whiskers kept interrupting, purring loudly, stealing bites, and demanding attention. Instead of ruining the evening, the cat made it unforgettable. Sarah later confessed, "I'm allergic to cats, but if your cat's that charming, I might just suffer a little." Lesson of the day: sometimes the unexpected guests make the best memories and the best stories to tell.
The great coffee spill of Paris.
I was in Paris, trying to live my best tourist life. I'd been walking all morning, taking dramatic photos by the Seine, and pretending I understood art at the Louvre. Around noon, I stumbled into a charming little cafe that looked like it was straight out of a movie. You know, the kind with tiny chairs, croissants stacked like art, and waiters who wear cologne stronger than your will to live. I ordered an espresso because that's what you're supposed to do in Paris. When it arrived, it was the size of a shot glass and smelled like ambition. I was trying to look cool, sipping slowly, journaling with terrible handwriting, soaking in the vibe. Then it happened. As I reached for the sugar, my elbow performed a full Olympic backhand and sent the espresso flying, straight onto the lap of a very elegant French woman sitting nearby. It was like slow motion. She gasped. I froze. Time stopped. Everyone looked at me. I jumped up, frantically apologizing in a confused blend of English, French, and sheer panic. "I'm so sorry. Pardon, le coffee accidente?" She stared at me, blinked, and then started laughing. Like really laughing. Full-on classy French lady, snort laughing. She said, in perfect English, "You looked so poetic with your journal. I thought you were a writer. Turns out you're a slapstick comedian." We both laughed. I bought her a new coffee and a croissant out of guilt. We ended up chatting for an hour about life, travel, and how Paris is full of beautiful messes, like espresso accidents and unexpected conversations.
The text translator fail.
Lucas had just started dating Ines, an exchange student from Spain. She spoke decent English, and he pretended to speak decent Spanish. To impress her, Lucas decided to send her a romantic message in Spanish. Naturally, he used an online translator. Naturally, it backfired. He meant to say, "I had such a lovely time with you last night. You're beautiful, and I can't wait to see you again." What he actually sent, "Thanks, bad translation. Last night was agricultural. Your face is like a potato. I am waiting for your next explosion." Inez replied with, "Tom scores what? Are you trying to flirt or start a vegetable war?" Lucas nearly died from embarrassment. He immediately confessed, but Inez thought it was hilarious. The next day, she brought him a small potato with googly eyes and said, "In case you miss my face." They've been laughing about it ever since. Lesson of the day: flirting in a foreign language is risky, but if someone laughs instead of running away, you're on the right track. The coffee order. Confusion Anna was meeting Ben for coffee. Their first real date after weeks of chatting online. Feeling nervous, she wanted to impress him by ordering the perfect drink. When it was her turn, Anna confidently said, "I'll have a double ristretto macchiato with oat milk, extra foam, and a dash of cinnamon, please." The barista blinked and repeated, "Double ristretto macchiato?" Anna blushed but nodded. Ben chuckled quietly beside her and whispered, "I think she just ordered a tiny rice dish with foam." They both burst out laughing as the barista handed Anna a tiny cup with something that looked suspiciously like thick espresso. Despite the confusion, the date went great. Lesson of the day? You don't need the fanciest order to make a great impression. Just be yourself and share a laugh. The wrong apartment, the right person. Sophie was going on a first date with Liam, a guy she matched with online. They agreed to meet at his place before heading to dinner. She arrived at the building, took the elevator to the 6th floor, and knocked on apartment 6B. A guy opened a door in a hoodie, holding a slice of pizza. Sophie blinked. "Liam?" He blinked. "Nope, I'm Matt." She looked at the number on the door again, 6B, then checked her phone. Liam lived in 6D. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Matt laughed. "It's okay, but if your date doesn't go well, I've got garlic bread and no plans." Sophie laughed and ran off, mortified. She finally found 6D. Liam was sweet, nice, talked mostly about cryptocurrency and his CrossFit routine. Dinner was fine. Afterward, she walked past 6B again. Matt was still home, still eating pizza. He peeked out and said, "So, how was Crypto Guy?" Sophie burst out laughing. "Let's just say I could use some garlic bread." They ended up chatting on his couch for hours. No pressure, no posing, just pizza, dumb jokes, and comfort. Lesson of the day? Sometimes the best dates are the ones you didn't plan, especially if they come with garlic bread.